Hey guys, how you doing? In this one we've got Dora Wings Marcel Bloch or Bloch. I'm sorry to the French speakers if I've slaughtered the name. MB.155.C.1 in 148 scale. The tooling is 2019 originally, but this current kit is a rebox of 2020 with new parts. We have 3 advertised kits on the side here. I'm interested in this one and that one. Kit model number. The scheme that's on top of the box. And what's inside the box. So you've got model length 189mm, wingspan 219mm, 127 plastic parts, and 15 photo etch parts. So that's the box. We'll check inside. It's very well packed. They like to save space, I see. It's all in one bag. At least they've got the clears in a separate bag so they don't get scuffed. They've really packed that tight. So you know what's coming up. We start off with the sprues. My first time experiencing Dora Wings model kits, and look at how well connected that is. For example, to get this bottom part of the wing off, you'd have to clip it 9 times. 2 things I'm going to say. Number 1, I bet you never get a loose part with a Dora Wings model kit. Number 2, you get a sick forearm pump from all the clipping. Before we start, I'm going to forewarn you, we do like to take our time, so we have a look at the sprue as a whole, bring it up and have a closer look at detail and stuff of interest. This is sprue B, and let's get on with it. I don't know how Dora Wings are for flash and fitting issues, but for flash I can say there is nothing on this one. That looks great. Turn it over for connecting points. No marks, nothing like that, they're quite clean. And I say it, is that mark? As I say it. Let's have a look. Yes, it has a mark, but it's just dirt. My suggestion would be to clean the kit before you start. Panel lines feel nice. If you want to make them deeper, use an X-Acto knife. But honestly, they look good. A little bit of dirt here as well. Also on this side. Did they sit there when they were hot? Did they put them down or something? But honestly, they look good. Moving on. Sprue A, the fuselage. We'll start off like this. See, look how well connected it is. See, to get this off, you'd need to clip this 8 times. To clip it, to take this off in total, you'd have to clip it 14 times. Just this one side. Never get loose part. Turn it over for connecting points. Not much detail in there. I'm guessing you'll add it on as you start to build up the cockpit. No flash again. So promising. Good. Quite clean. Sprue B. No, sprue A, apologies. Sprue H. We've got some dash detail there, or there, should I say. I think these are a combination of both, actually. Whether we get decals with it or not, for the dash. I'm not bothered which. If I don't get decals for the dash, I can use my paintbrush. Have fun with detailing it. Turn it over. Again, no flash. Closer look. Yeah, they're chunky. Nice level of detail. I like them when they stand out and they're more prominent, easier to detail and paint. Nothing worse is when they're flat. But that often doesn't happen unless you buy a really cheap kit. Number 12? Yeah. That's not bad. So according to the box, this comes with photo etching. So that's, I'm guessing, where you allow detail will come in. Fantastic. Moving on again. We have F. This is the nose and the undercarriage. And they look like the rear. Again, how well connected. No loose parts. Nice panel lines. Flip it over. I will go over it again sometimes if I think we've missed something. I'd rather that than miss something. Beautiful, no flash. Looks cool. What's that? I'm being very petty, but I'm going to say it. A very, very small amount of flash here. And I mean, the tiniest amount. No dirt problems, but again, wash it. I have a feeling this kit needs a good wash. Moving on. My favourite, G, the engine. There's plenty of little parts on here. They pack it well. Zero flash. Turn it over. So we actually looked at the connecting points. Here. Here's the detail. I was thinking. I'm impressed. What's the kit? About 5-year-old? Or the tooling? Better look. Yeah, crisp. I have seen better detail, but not too bad. G. Do you see what I mean? How they packed it tightly? We have D. Reminds me of ICM on how well they package stuff into small boxes. Turn it over. Remember guys, if it takes too long, you can go into your settings and fast forward me. 1.5 or 1.25 with the video speed. Probably should have said that at the beginning, but next time. What's that? See? Is that like when the plastic is running into the tool? It's kind of waved. Do you think that's what it is? Because it even looks like it came in runny. If that makes sense. Like I said, it doesn't affect it. It's even on the back. D. Final one. And this is E. We have the propeller. Also no flash and crisp. We've had one part had the smallest amount of flash, and that's it. So I'm happy with it. Turn it over. Closer look. I don't like the numbering. Have the number on the bit here. I don't like that. It's not very obvious. See 11, look how small that is. It feels like they've tried to make the kit really compact when it comes to packaging. So they made the tooling really, it's hard to describe. That is the sprues. We move on to the clears. They did pack this random part in there with it. I have no idea what it's for, but when we look at the instructions, we might get an indication of where it's supposed to go. It just seems random to put them in there, but we'll find out. With the clear parts, like the canopy itself, it does look a bit greasy. And I've not touched them, they just look greasy. See, when you compare it to Airfix, ICM, Academy, most model companies, like most of your big branded model companies, they're far superior in quality when it comes to clears. This, I don't know Dora Wings stand-ins when it comes to their model kits compared to the rest, but these are not fantastic from what I'm looking at right now. I can only judge at what I'm seeing right this second, and yeah, not too great. I'll get the micro set. We'll give them a little test. I think they're just dirty. You can see, if you've seen my other videos, we've seen better. Look at the set. I hope they're just greasy from the factory. Can't really see anything there. I'm going to get a cotton bud and see if I can clean it up. Right, we have our cotton bud. Let's see if it's just grease. It might, like I said, just be dirt. It might. Does that look better? Yeah, they're not great. Right, we'll move on to the next part. I like the instructions. They do feel premium. You've got a good list of paints to pick from if you don't fancy going out looking for yourself. If you don't like any of these brands, your best bet is to look at this list here and find them in your preferred brand of paint. So pause it here and go look for them. We'll zoom in. The lighting is different because this is a glare nightmare. We have our sprues we checked, photo etching, decals and mask. I have yet to see the mask. Maybe they're stuffed in with the decals and photo etched. Construction begins. I don't like these explosive dioramas, but page 4. Page 5. Not a very long build. Page 6. I'll say the explosive dioramas like this. Old school. Page 7. Page 8. And we get to pick schemes. Oh, there's plenty to pick from. Here's the second one. Your third one. That's a cool one. Fourth one. Oh, that looks mean. I like the look of that one. Right, final part is photo etched and decals. Found the masking set, it was hiding from me, but we've got it. I do like when a model kit company chucks in masking sets. It's an added bonus because you don't always fancy doing your own masking. And yeah, it's a bonus. I love it. Good. It's a good throw-in. Got the photo etching. Seems lovely. Ignore the fingerprints. This is me trying to get it out of the clear bag. This is why when I do an unboxing that has photo etching, I will try and leave it in because, yeah, it gets smudges all over it, but it won't affect it at all, so it doesn't really matter. More it affects it as in you looking at it here. But they are quite nice. So the kit seems like a nice all-rounder so far. Chucked in lots of little bits like photo etching, masking, everything chucked in one box for the price is fantastic. The decals seem clean, no grime. Yeah, they seem spotless. You can't see any grime on them. Yeah, this is a nice little kit. Not too bad, I'd say. Right, that is the kit model. Moving on, this is for the vintage guys. See you Sunday. It's going to be a vintage kit I've not had on this channel yet. No, not the brand. So I'll see you guys, the vintage guys, on Sunday. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.